Let's start with the president. He was traveling as this happened, heading to Estonia for some meetings, then to the NATO summit. The timing seems to be not a coincidence. That released as the president is on the global stage. The barbaric act, the ISIS killer of Steven Sotloff, taunting the president of the United States, saying he's responsible for this because of the military actions in Iraq against ISIS targets. Listen this morning as the president responds in Estonia, saying justice will be served.
We will not be intimidated. Their horrific acts only unite us as a country and stiffen our resolve to take the fight against these terrorists. And those who make the mistake of harming Americans will learn that we will not forget and that our reach is long and that justice will be served.
There are many layers to this debate. Let's start with what I'll call a style question. We're going to have a lot of talk about the substance of what the president should do. There was some criticism yesterday that the president didn't say anything. He knew about this. They hadn't analyzed the video completely to authenticate it, but he knew about this before he got on the plane. He didn't say anything. He got on a long flight to Europe. Obviously, there's a rush of statements from political leaders here. Some other world leaders commented. Is there anything to that, the president taking time? They could have issued a paper statement from Air Force One. Is that a big deal?
Well, the criticism is that he needs to take a tougher tone. I think you started to see that today. You probably will see that in the coming days going forward. But remember, John, part of the president's appeal initially has been how he's been calm, cool, and collected in the face of these foreign policy crises. He didn't want to rush into war the way that previous administrations have. But when you're facing a threat like ISIS, when you have all these crises overseas, the risk for him is that if he does not come out strong, he looks wobbly and ineffective, and that's what he has to deal with now at home.
And on this and many other things throughout his presidency, his default gear has always been to sort of calmly gather the facts, you know, despite media pressure and media frenzy and criticism from Republicans, and then deliver a statement, you know, whether he gets criticism in the interim be damned. So this is sort of in keeping, I think, with you know, his usual posture.